Okay, we've heard a lot about AI this year. Our guest says Canada can claim lots of great scientific thinkers in paving the way for the future, including contributions to AI. But he warns that it's time for Canada not just to import AI, but to grow and to build a national AI database or a foundational database. What is that? Let's get more from the co-chair of the Council of Ontario University's Working Group on AI and a professor at Western University in computer science, Mark Daley. Thank you very much indeed, Mark.
Thank you for having me on.
Start off with your concerns when it comes to AI. I mean, you want this country to be a major player, to have independence. What is your worry right now?
It's not a concern, it's optimism about an opportunity. Canada is already a world leader. We punch above our weight in AI. We are the home of some of the scientists who created the deep learning revolution through which we're now living. And there's an opportunity for us to lean further into that and develop capacity right here in the engineering space.
So we have Cohere, a major player, and you say it's been successful. But you say we lack what you call a truly public option, a foundation model built by and for Canadians. What is that in AI terms, a foundation model?
So foundation models are the big models that are typically generalists. Like when you log into ChatGPT or Google's Gemini, you can sort of ask it any question and it can come up with an answer. And those foundation models require huge scale engineering, not quite like the Apollo project, but think on that order. And it's not something you can do one university alone or one small entity alone, but working together, you could create a training environment where you learn how to build these foundation models, and then that becomes part of the sovereign AI skill set of Canadians.
So I think your argument is we don't necessarily need to build a huge one in Canada along the lines of OpenAI or Google's Gemini, but we do need to develop the skills here.
Exactly right. This isn't about competing directly with OpenAI. That's not something for the public sector to do. What we're interested in is creating the capacity for a new generation of Canadian startups to have young, smart people who have those sort of intangible skills that you only get by building these things.
But ultimately, the technology will need the giant engines, won't it? And they'd be in the hands of Google or ChatGPT.
I think there's another path. And if you look at what came out of the G7 digital ministers meeting, you can see Canada making agreements, building partnerships where there's a world in which like-minded nations co-create the infrastructure so that we can each run sovereign AI systems. Mm-hmm. And I think Canada is really well positioned to walk that path.
Switzerland has launched a project along these lines. Germany has, and Singapore.
That's right. So this isn't something radical that I'm proposing. There are good models we can build on, like-minded nations we can partner with to co-develop this, and it's within the realm of the possible for us.
I mean, the question here is how much are we going to be subject to U.S. tech dominance? And it is a question of sovereignty.
I think when you hear our Prime Minister and our AI Minister talk about AI sovereignty, this is exactly what they mean. They don't mean that Canada has to build everything alone in a shell. It means that we need to have the capacity to decide intelligently what we're going to buy from whom and what we need to build ourselves.
So what change in government policy do we need to see right now?
I think we're moving in exactly the right direction. This interest in building clubs of like-minded nations to create together, to share expertise, and to grow systems that we can share with each other.
Mark, I have to ask you, as a computer expert, how exciting have the past few years been with the rise of these large language models?
So neural computation is what I study. And where we're at right now is somewhere that 5 years ago, I desperately hoped we'd get here before I died. I wasn't even optimistic before I retired. And here we are now. To me, as an expert in the field, it feels like we're 2 decades ahead of schedule. So I wake up every morning and think, wow.
I got to admit, I'm a bit like that when I ask an AI engine a question. I'm pretty stunned. What will be the next thing? I mean, what about hazards? Are you worried about uncontrolled growth of AI or the thing even becoming in some way self-aware? I know we're getting into philosophy there.
Yeah, so I'm less worried than some of my colleagues, but I absolutely acknowledge their concerns. But I think this is something that we can manage as humans. We have to have these discussions. The UN is in the process of appointing a new expert advisory panel. It's tough because these discussions have to happen at the international level, and there's no international enforcement mechanism. So all of the world's nations have to be incentivized to work together. But we've done this before, we can do this again, and we're taking it seriously in the way that it deserves. So I am optimistic, but that doesn't mean that I sort of want to say, okay, everything's going to be fine. It is important for us to continue to advocate for our governments to take this seriously.
Mark, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I hope you can join us in the new year, because we'd love to explore this theme further. Really appreciate it.
Always happy to chat. Thanks for having me on.
Mark Daley, a computer science professor at Western University.